So I date women. Obviously. I also identify as a woman. A little bit less obvious. I'm aware. I get called sir all the time, and I don't really mind. The other person's usually very embarrassed. And I'm like, no. I did this on purpose. It's cool. The only time I don't love being mistaken for a man actually is in a women's restroom in the state of North Carolina. You guys heard about that. That was an exciting time. I was in a bathroom and the lock was broken on one of the stalls. I was holding it shut for my friend. And this woman walked in and she saw me and she went, oh, no. It's happening. I was like, oh, God. But then she collected herself and she was like, oh, you're supervising. I was like, ma'am, whatever gentleman told you, that's what he was doing in the women's restroom. It's not a safe man. You get away from him right now. But I could kind of trace her thoughts. She was like, "Whoa, men aren't supposed to be in here, but they are supposed to exercise authority over all areas of my life, so as long as that's what you're doing." I was just like, sure. So I'm not very good at confrontation. That was not easy for me. We've all heard of fight or flight, right? Yeah, it's kind of an old theory that we evolved over millions of years to be able to make a split-second choice whether to attack a threat or run away from it. It's a pretty old theory, and you guys may not have heard about this in the news recently, but they just started letting women do science. Very exciting. Very exciting. So I guess the gals got their hands on that old standby, and they added freeze and do favors. It's just an update. It's now fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So you got options. Ladies love options, am I right? I'm a freezer. I like to freeze. It's my weapon of choice. I freeze, especially when I get tricked into a threesome with a straight couple, right? Worst. You guys. If I had a nickel, I would have a dime. It has happened 2 times so far. The first time it happened, I was living in Cincinnati, so that's a little bit on me. What was I doing there? There's no good reason to be in Cincinnati. I was there, I was at a bar, I was talking to a gal, and she's pretty cute in a very tattooed and pierced kind of way, which is fine. It's not really my thing. Because despite being a huge lesbian, I have all the pearl-clutching sensibilities of a 1950s housewife, and I wasn't sure if I approved of that. I think a lady should be a lady, not me. Other ladies. A lesbian misogynist. How often do you see that? Big day. No. So I was still in Cincinnati, right? So what were my options? I kept talking to her. At that point, she revealed that she and the guy friend that she was at this bar with, they were both graduates of clown college. Strike 2. And she told me that her major at clown college was contortionism. So that shit was happening, right? That wasn't even up to me anymore. The universe made that choice. You don't throw a gift like that back without consequences. You bet I got in that guy's truck. Hell yeah. We drove about 30 minutes and we crossed a river. Which is how I knew that we had entered the great state of Kentucky. And that was when shit got real for me, all right? Let me tell you, there is not a lot that can sober a queer up faster than a surprise arrival in Kentucky. I instantly had all my faculties restored to me. What went through my head in that moment was the headline that I imagined might result from the encounter, which was, Cincinnati grad student found dismembered in basement of Kentucky clown duo. I have to say, I was more embarrassed than I was afraid. I was like, whew, they can murder me all they want, but they better dismember me real good, because no one can know I went out like this. Oh my God. Let it be a mystery. But, I didn't want to be rude, so I was in bed with the gal. And not a quitter. I was like, she's not kidding about that contortionism stuff. Like, her foot on my back is so flexible and articulate, it almost feels like a third hand. It was a third hand, you guys. Dude was in the bed, player 3 had entered the game. And in that moment, just instinct took over, right? Millions of years of evolution kicked in, and I just... I pretended to fall asleep, and I committed to it the whole night. That's what you gotta commit to your bits. That's why it worked. Threesome averted. It's a tip you guys can use. If you're ever in that situation, you're welcome. I should tell you, it works about half the time. Yeah, it happened again. Not very long ago. I was at a bar, and this guy was going away. We were having a party for him, and the boss's wife were there. I was talking to them. And the wife pulled me aside, and she was like, hey, do you want to go home with me? And I was like, well, madam, not very ladylike, I feel like the boy girl should ask the girl. I just have traditional values, and I'm not going to apologize for it. But I was just like, oh, thanks, but I'm not trying to have a threesome. And she was like, oh, what? No! Oh, no, it'll be the two of us. My husband's totally cool with it. And I was like, this is not my first time to the circus, madam, okay? I have seen this act before, and I didn't love it. And then she reached up in this very tenderly maternal way. She kind of fixed my hair, and I was like, shit, let's go. We got into their Uber, and we drove for 45 minutes. And exactly what you think happened. There's no twist. And I was like, in bed, dude thought he was gonna sneak in and I wasn't gonna notice. Trust me, I'm going to notice. I am very sensitive to non-zero quantities of dicks, all right? I keep track of them at all times. You're not sneaking up on me with a dick. Not today. Nope. You don't keep your gold star 33 years with a sloppy dick count. That's all I'm saying. I'm on top of it. And I was like, I know exactly what to do in this situation. And I gave him the old... And it did not work quite so well this time. Because he just carried on without me right next to me. And I was like, I'm gonna get out of here. I was joking before, I'm very much awake. You can just keep those shoes. I'm going to a land that doesn't wear shoes. And I tumbled out drunkenly onto the porch and I accidentally ordered an Uber XL home. It's very expensive. It worked out because I needed that extra room for my tears and my shame. So, $65, you guys. Holy shit. You learn some lessons about yourself. Some of them are not that expensive, but they're all valuable. My mom has a book called Why Your Kid is Gay and How It's Your Fault, and that's not a great book. But it says that all this is because she didn't love me enough as a child, which has no basis in science and is a terrible thing to tell a parent unless it is true. And it definitely is. Oh my God. That is what did it. Oh, she's so mean. Woo. So the moral of the story, everyone, is if you want some of this, all you have to do, apparently, is anything remotely maternal towards me. Just wipe schmutz off my face or tell me I'm a disappointment, and I will Uber with you to my certain death. It's life hack. Yeah, my mom, boy, she was so surprised when I came out, you guys. Here's the thing about that. I was Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid for 9 Halloweens in a row! What more could I have done? My dad, I told him, and he was like, yeah, I figured. I just have one question, real quick. How do you know, right? Like, how are you so sure? How do you really know you wouldn't like it if you've never even tried it? And I was like, oh my God, that's such a good point, Dad. How do you know? You want to take a dick for a spin this weekend and see how it changes your life? No? You're all set? Same. He was like, all right, you got me. Get the hell out of here. Have a great gay life. And I did. And it's been dope. But yeah, mommy issues, I got them. Who else? Liars. Fuck you. Lie to me, don't lie to yourselves, okay? I've seen the Pornhub search rankings. So, number 1, lesbians. Thank you. Thank you very much. I should tell you, none of those people are lesbians. Oh my God. Have you seen how long their nails are? No. If I can see the white on the end of my girlfriend's nails, I know we are in a fight. Doesn't matter what I did, I just go and find chores to do. And I'm like, I'm so sorry about what I did, but now we have dimmers, so cut your nails. Holy shit. Numbers 3, 4, and 5. Are you guys ready? MILF, stepmom, and mom. So let's not lie to ourselves. It's fine. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here with a solution. I fixed my mommy issues. And here's how I did it. I got a new mom on Tinder. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is amazing. The first night that I spent at my sex mom's house. I woke up and she was gone. She'd gone to her day job. Very fancy. I have a day job, I just don't go to it. That's the difference. She was gone, and in her place, on the pillow, she had left me a snack. What? It was a plate of cut-up hard-boiled eggs and string cheese because she works with children with autism. And she had not yet established what colors I was comfortable eating. Am I living in a romance novel? What? Holy shit! That skill set, you guys. If there are any autism specialists here, get on them with consent. Oh, wow. See this training where you learn how to tackle people who are larger than you without injuring either party? So key, so key. I'm a runner. I get very excited and I exit and I don't tell anybody where I'm going. She catches me. We were at a playground with her daughter. We don't just cruise playgrounds. And I don't know what you heard, but for some reason I was trying to prove to this 6-year-old that I could spin more than she could on this torture device masquerading as playground equipment. Spoiler alert, I could not. I very nearly died. Before I even understood how much trouble I was in, my girlfriend had just walked up behind me, clutched me gently to her bosom, lowered me to the ground. She didn't rock, she just squeezed. And I was like, how did you know? She was like, Lauren, my job is taking care of people who can't communicate when they're overwhelmed. Where have you been? It's incredible. It's incredible. Get yourselves a sex mom, all right? This is what your shame is holding you back from. If you would just admit that you have weird feelings about your mom, you could be living my dream. And you should. Shame's a problem. We've lost a little too much. I think we went too far. I want some people to be free from shame. Some of you deserve your shame. And I want you to hold on to it and shut your mouths. And you don't know who you are is the problem. We know who you are. Do you guys even remember shame, really? Does anyone? No. Do you guys remember Dan Quayle? Not really, because that's how shame used to work. Dan Quayle was the Vice President of the United States of America, and he misspelled potato on national television and he was never heard from again. That's how we used to do it. He was like, I'm gone, and he just went to the woods. Rightly so. He actually just re-emerged because he was HW's VP, and I guess he got the news in the woods, and he cut off his 22-year beard, and he was like, hopefully they'll accept me and not speak of my shame. And he showed up and sat behind Donald Trump! Can you imagine if you had just spent 22 years in the woods? Because you couldn't spell? You have to sit behind Donald Trump? Well, the news is like, he hasn't shit his pants in 6 whole minutes. Today, Donald Trump has truly become president. Poor Dan Quayle. So we need less shame for some people, more for other people. I encourage it. I worry about shame because that's how we get Jeffrey Dahmer, you know? If he could have just talked about some of the weird things he was feeling in the basement of his house, maybe we would have had a different outcome. Because the thing is, however weird your yum is, there's somebody who's not gonna yuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have the internet now. You can find whatever you need. And also, you can be whatever you want with the one you're with. Who here does some sex role play? Anyone? There it is. There it is. How many of you pretend it's with your mom? Just kidding. You don't need to talk about it. The rest of you, what gets you up in the morning? If you're not, it's the best. You can be anyone you want to be, any night of the week. If your partner's boring you, I don't want to hear you. That's a failure of your imagination. People are like, it's not the same if you're pretending. Listen up, dudes. Women have been pretending a lot of things for a very long time. And you didn't notice. So just trust us, okay? Just trust us. Yeah, I know Me Too is a very scary time for men. I'm so sorry. Catherine Deneuve, a famous older French actress, was like, if a man cannot throw a woman against the wall, what would happen to romance? And I know what you're thinking, Lauren, you're French? Oh my God, that was such a good... Thank you. But like, guys, you can throw women against walls, you just have to know them, okay? Just check in. That's all it takes, that's all it takes. I will tell you how real it can be. My girlfriend and I, we do the whole range. Oh my, you can't even imagine the span, the breadth of things that we do. Like one night, I was a quarterback, right? And she was a cheerleader, right? Yeah? Another night, I was a freshman cheerleader and she was a senior cheerleader, right? And she was hazing me. Yeah, you get it. Oh my God. Another time, I was driving the babysitter home who was a cheerleader. It's just anything you want, you guys. One time we were both quarterbacks, so you don't mind your business, all right? Whatever. You can do it. It's so real. One time I was staying in a shitty hotel because I was living my dream. And I was like, you girlfriend, you're gonna come over and here's the scenario. Here's what it's gonna be. I'm a professor, right? In my 3rd year. Very stressed out about tenure. You guys get it. I'm at this conference, I'm presenting my paper, publish or perish, you guys understand the stress that imaginary me was under. So my student was gonna come stay with me. Things were gonna happen. She walked in the door and the first thing she said was, oh my God, I told my friend Tiffany about this and she was really jealous. And looking back now, I understand that was an invitation to a threesome side quest. Subplot if you don't play video games. But in that moment, I wasn't Lauren Faber who talks about threesomes on stage all the time. No, I was a very stressed out professor. And what I said to her was, you told someone? You can't do that! I don't have tenure yet! I can't give you a grade. You need to drop my class right now. Go on your phone, log into the registrar, drop my class right now. And she was like, that is a core class in my major. I'm gonna graduate late now. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Is one semester of your life more important than my entire fucking career? So we didn't have sex that night. But the point stands. It's very real. You can live your dreams. Just ignore your shame unless you shouldn't. You don't know who you are. Once again, we'll tell you. You guys have been so much fun. My name is Lauren Faber. Thank you so much.